Having a breather. It's getting hot. Standard's jacket's on. I should take it off alright, but I think she'll be alright until we get to the buffet. I was going to say, I haven't seen a single soul. That guy left in 6:15. I was in H Hill in the other room. I haven't seen anyone except a van driver that stopped on his way out. Say hello. Whereas Monday and Tuesday I saw loads of people. All going different routes, you know, going up to the Munros and I think trekking through somewhere. So, remember I left on Monday, I left wood and a bit of coal. So what's the chances of it still being there? I wonder, because my feet are absolutely soaked. I've got more water in my boots than there's out there. Right, and it's windy now, so I hope this dead cat's working. Right, onwards. Made it back to the buffet just in time. Casualty number 2. The nut has come off. It came off somewhere just near the end before I was leaving the gravel track approaching the buffet. I heard this vibrating sound. I thought, what is that? And then I realised, looked and could see it vibrating. So I'm hoping it's not sheared off. If it's sheared off, I got cable tight to rescue it, you know, and limp it back on Friday morning. But if I can get a nut in, I have got plenty spare ones at home. I didn't bring any, so I can steal one off one of the bottles and stick it in there. Hopefully, if it's not sheared off, I've got all the kit, as I say, tools and all that. But I told you it was rough out. I mean, the rest of the bike took it. I don't know how. I've been over everything. It's done really well. Brilliant. Riding back today on that track at the back, it's just been brilliant. Absolutely enjoyed every second of it. There's someone here, I mean, someone's been chopping wood and there's a tent at the bottom there, and you can't see it. I'll show you. There's a tent down by the river. Here, you two. Don't be bothering whoever it is. And I don't know who's around. But someone's been chopping wood here as well. Wow. And look, got loads of wood in. Don't know who it is. Maybe it's the person that looks after the buffet. That'd be good. It'd be nice to meet the person. Hopefully he's pleasant and friendly. Or she. It might be a she, isn't it? Right, I'm going to have dinner. Sorry, you're out of focus there. I've got some dinner on. And see what happens. It's about 18 degrees outside. It's beautiful. I'm going to eat outside. 5 to 6. Got the fire going. Been chatting to a guy called Mark, who's pitched down there. I don't know if you can just see him. Right near the river. Been chatting for about 3 hours. A whale of time. Putting the world to right. He cut a load of firewood up. It's not focusing there. He's cut a load there. There's a load outside. So we've got plenty of firewood, but he don't want to. He'd rather be in a tent than a buffet, but he's going to come in later on. So hopefully he'll share the fire. I ain't got no booze, so I can't share no booze. Dogs are crashed out. It's a lazy afternoon we've had, and we're going to have a lazy day tomorrow, just exploring locally. Glad I come back. Bike, as you saw, I fixed. Oh, sorry. The bolt had come out. Thankfully, it just worked itself loose. I don't know how. And it hadn't sheared off, so I took one off the bottle holders and put it in there. I've got a spare at home, so no problem. So big issue could have been, it was a minor issue in the end. Whoops, going out of focus again. Getting used to this camera, as I say. In poor light, like inside the buffet, it's playing up. But not much else to tell you. Just been sat out and enjoying the sun. It's been a lovely afternoon. Bed's all set up. Got pudding. I've got some new, what have I got? That's a good point. I can't remember what I've got. It's nearly ready soon. Spicy pork. Don't know if it's focusing. Focus. No. No, don't want it. Spicy pork with noodles. Sorry, I'm doing it one-handed. And let's see, I've touched that. And I've got custard and apple crunch, and that's nice for pudding. And I've got a flask, only a small flask with a bit of whiskey in, or wee dram, as they say. And that'll be us for the night. Good company and cosy fire with plenty of firewood. I've never seen that much firewood in my life. And there's another lot out in the other room. He's a really decent guy. Just likes to do it for people. Really friendly. Trying to get this camera to focus on the fire. There it goes. Slow focus to that. As I say, it's not very good in poor light. Anyway, gonna have my dinner and relax a bit more. See the lazy dogs. It really is struggling to focus in the poor light, isn't it? Buffy's tidied, bike's been washed and oiled. I think we've got enough wood, don't you? That's only a start. Dogs have been fed. A load of dry wood in here. Some more chopped up wood. Next person. Got a big log for someone else to chop, which we might do a bit more chopping. It's been, weather-wise, it's been a lot of cloud. That's just past us, all that, so that's why I've been busy doing jobs. Mark, the guy that was camped there, he's moved on, he's gone to Oban, so we're all on ourselves again. All alone. But look, the sunshine's coming. That's all that matters, isn't it? Sunshine. So, I want to cross the river at Stepping Stones, take some photos. I've been over there before, but it's such a nice area to get up high and take some photos. So that's what I want to do. And see how high we can get. But that's all depending if no rain comes in. Last thing I want to do is halfway up there and we're getting soaked. And that's what I was saying. It looked like it was going to do it then, and all that came by. Dogs are fine. They're looking raring to go. Buffy looks a bit scruffy outside with the wood chippings, but that's, you know, that's going to happen. They're all rotten going to the ground, wasn't it? Yeah, it was nice having someone at the buffet for a change, you know, and having some company and having a good chinwag or good moan, putting the world to right, talking about life, hiking, places we've been. Really, really nice. I think we were chatting from about, I don't know, 7 o'clock to about 10:30. I settled down about 11 o'clock. Woke up about 12:30 to feed the dogs. Tried to get the fire going. It wouldn't go. It was me cutting corners, trying to get it done quick. So I knew it wasn't going to catch. Jumped back in the quilt and slept to about 7 o'clock. I was kind of awake at 7 and just lying under the quilt to about 7:30. But I had a really good night's sleep. It was warm. The night warmed up because it clouded over. We had about a very short rain spell, which it was very light and very quick. But yeah, warmer night than of the last few. So I'm just waiting to see what this weather's doing. The sun's coming. I think it's going to just be a mixture, so we're going to push on in a minute. And I'll take a pack, my locator beacon, and a coat, obviously, one walking pole. I think someone's left one, so I might borrow theirs and have 2 walking poles now. And we'll just take a trudge over. There's an antler there, but it's not the kind I want. As I say, it's very rare you find the real good ones. Something's left to stand as well. I was talking to Mark and he said the same. This is the kind of spot that you could just sit in a chair, do reading, or if you're like painting or something. It's the kind of place you could just come and spend 3 or 4 days doing basically nothing. Because it's not on the main drag. You know, anyone coming has either got to come because they're coming to the buffet or trying to walk to Oban. But apart from that, it's off the main drag, so you ain't going to get that many visitors. It's a kind of place where if you want peace and a time to think by yourself and clean the mind, and this is the kind of place you'd like to come. Listen. That's what it's like. So beautiful. Stepping stones. Get wet, Stella? Get wet, Rebel? I'm going to be getting wet in a minute. Going to cross them. Hopefully I don't fall off. Lovely old cottage it used to be. I was reading in the paper in the buffet and it said a family used to live here from the 1870s, and then a lot of the siblings, it said, sadly passed away during the World War I, and they left the property. Hence it's been ruins ever since. You'd imagine what it was like to live here, wouldn't you? And that used to be a shepherd's hut. Sorry, the buffet used to be a shepherd's hut. If it was so boggy, it's ever so boggy around here, so I wonder what it used to be like then. It's getting warm now, so you just don't know what you're getting, do you? So we're following up, this looks like a stalker's trap, all the way up. Dogs having fun, picking ticks up. So vast, isn't it? So beautiful. So warm now. Remains of old trees. Many hundreds of years ago, I bet that way. Warm. I didn't bring a bottle either, so I'll have to drink straight from the stream with my hands. I think it'll be safe up here. There's a lot of snow runoff in it. Right there. If not, we'll find out. Brought everything else, coat, puffer, rain cover, personal locator beacon, cap, gloves, you name it. But I forgot a bottle of water. How foolish. Thankfully there's plenty of clean water around. So beautiful up here, so peaceful again. Ain't seen no deer except this morning low down. Managed to cross without getting wet feet. It was better there, but there's a waterfall there with a drop, and I thought if the dogs get slip, they'll go down. So there's our target. Cold and chilly up here and windy, so I hope the dead cat's doing its job. Very hazy now. Shame. Right, these next. Only kidding. I think they'll save them for another day. And not in a t-shirt. It's freezing up here. So beautiful though. You too, not near that edge. I don't know what's there. Could be nothing, but I don't know. Beautiful, eh? A good workout. It took me, I don't know, an hour and a half to get up. I kept taking photos. That's the problem. Shame it wasn't sunny now because it'd be lovely and beautiful, but we've got this cloud coming in and misty. Everything looks very hazy. Started raining for a minute, so I had to put a coat on, get the covers out. But that's eased off. So we're now going down, we're near the waterfall, we're going to cross over, get the other side and then down to the buffet. I'm looking at all the trees. See all the stumps at the bank. There used to be a forest along here, or trees at least along here. You can see stumps all the way up. One gone now, sadly. Right, make our way back to the buffet, hopefully it don't rain again. We're down. We've done it. Buffy's there. And the summit. Don't look much here, does it? That's not on. That's steep. Right. Looks so small on the camera. It's gone hazy again. No sign of life. Perfect. Not a bad amount of food, wood, is there? And in the other room, been topping it up. Someone's going to come here and go, oh my God, paradise. But it's worth doing for people because you do a good deed and you'll get rewarded in turn. Because one day you'll come to a place like this and there'll be no wood anywhere and you'll go, oh my God, and you're walking the buffet and there'll be a nice stack of wood someone's done for you. Just like when I went to Magoo's, remember when the estate owner had guests and they'd been there for Halloween and they'd cut a load of wood and left it in Magoo's buffet. And I arrived, I didn't even have to do any work. If I'd known, I wouldn't have carried the wood and coal in, I carried myself. But never mind, I had a great night. And looking back, I probably should have stayed a couple of nights. But hey, I went on to knock damp in the rain, going through the flooded rivers and massive puddles and soaked to the skin, but it was good fun anyway. Still had a good hot log fire there because I carried a load of wood in and there was a little bit of wood when I got there. So it was nice. Well, I've had dinner, drying their coats off. God, I mean, there's nothing really I can do here. If we had a rake, I could rake some of this stuff out of the way. Oh, I didn't tell you, I fixed the bike. It wasn't the bike that was the problem. You two calm down. Go away. Sorry, they've been silly around me. Yesterday, as you saw, a bolt had come out. I thought it might have sheared off. Thankfully, it somehow worked itself loose. But them last couple of days, I've been giving the bike a lot of stick. So I took one of the bolts off the bottle holder, screwed the rack back on. So it was all the bolts on the rack. When I went and checked them all, half of them were loose. So, I mean, I put them in really good and tight, but the point is I didn't want to go over tight because I was scared of shearing them myself. Plus, if one does shear off, it's such a pig to get off. And that's the weak spot, the frame. So at the end of the day, I thought like, you know, hopefully it ain't sheared off, but it hadn't. So at the end of the day, all was good. I think we've got some visitors. They're going to be happy when they get here. Oh, I better put the dogs in, see who it is. Whoever's looking gloomy. I've just had 5 guys from the Netherlands and really nice guys. We had a right old laugh. They're only here about 20 minutes, but it's so funny having a good chat with them. But they were coming down, I saw them, I thought, oh no, what kind of group? You never know who you're getting, do you? So you're always wary. But anyway, they were coming down, and then they stopped, and then decided to go down the bank, down all the way down there, around the trees, by this river. Then they came back up, and then they came through the swamp. Why didn't they just come down the top? So I said to them, why didn't you do that? And they thought it'd be better. I think they're trying to stop their feet getting mucky. But I said, where are you going? They said, they're going to Oban. I thought they were going to stop here. They're going to Oban Buffet. And I said, look, the weather's going to change for a start. I can see that from here. I says, I don't know if the boffy's open, because sometimes it's supposed to be open, but a lot of the time it's shut. They've got no tent. So I told them a trick, you know, to get to open boffy without going through the boulder field and the second lock. And I told them, get up high on the left hand side, and when you go over the top you'll see the tracks in the distance and you can join up. Saves them a lot of time and aggro. So and I also told them if the water's low on the lock, they can get on that left hand side, which I believe is the west hand side. So I've told them all that, but they've gone out there. I don't think they've got waterproof jackets either, and they've got no hiking poles, but they seem to have got everything else but no tent. So the boffy's locked. I says, what are you going to do? And they says, well, we'll have to come back. I mean, it's about 2.5 hours there and 2.5 hours back. They're going to be absolutely shattered if they have to do that. But the big thing is, I've told them the weather's going to change, but they're going to find out the hard way. But they were really nice guys. I mean, I wish they were stopping, because they had a great sense of humour, you know what I mean? But look at that weather coming in, and that's going to be bad. Going to get that chair in. Right, I'll probably see them in a bit. They'll probably double back. Good morning, everyone. What should I say? Good lunchtime. Because yesterday, as I said, I think in the last clip, 5 Dutch guys were heading towards Oban, but they didn't have a tent, and we didn't know if it was locked or unlocked or whatever, and they left it a bit late to go there. And I thought they'd come back, and they did. But before they came back, we had another group of 5 lads, and then we had another group of 2, and then another group of 2. In the end, we had something like 14, 15 people, counting myself, and then 2 dogs. Rebel, leave that please. So we had a boffy full of people, so obviously I couldn't do no recording, no video and anything like that, because there's just people all over the place. There's even people pitched over there behind that tree on the other side of the river. So it was a good night. The guys, as I said, came back, and they said the same thing. They only got so far, and they realised, you know, they were getting too far out, and it would be stupid to get all the way to Oban, find it's locked, and then have to come back in the dark. So they decided, and they made a good call, they decided to come back at a reasonable time, and got back here, I think about 5:30, something like that, which was good, because 6:30 the light starts going. So we spent all night chatting. I was chatting with different groups and mingling with people and all that, and some people were experienced, some people were newcomers, so it was good to hear different things and get feedback on different ideas, and you know, where to hike and places we haven't been and all that. Believe it or not, I seem to have known most of the area, so they were getting a lot of feedback off me, which was nice. It gives you a kind of feeling of satisfaction if you can help people. So I didn't video, didn't do no recording, didn't take no photos or anything like that. I didn't want to invade anyone's privacy, or it seems a bit rude pointing cameras all over the place, doesn't it? So I just had a chilled out night, and lo and behold, the whiskey came out. The Dutch guys had whiskey this time. Every time there's always going to be whiskey pushed around, so there's no way you cannot, unless you want to stay teetotal. So in the end, yeah, I had it night. It was lovely. I don't know what it was. They did tell me, but I've forgotten. But I had a nice smoky kind of taste, if that makes any sense to you. So now I tried to get some extra sleep, but I couldn't. I was awake. Last night there was noise all the time, even when people were moving and rustling around and all that. It keeps you awake. So hopefully I'll be okay driving back. I tried to get some extra sleep, but now I'm awake, I can't do it. So I'm doing the last few bits. Now the weather's been off and on, and it's been threatening to rain. So I'm going to end it here. I hope the wind hasn't been affecting. I hope this dead cat's been working with the mic. I don't know how the videos have come out because it's the first time using this camera, but I hope they do and the photos come out really well. Summarising this adventure, it didn't go as planned, but it turned out very good in the end. I enjoyed the first day, just chilling and relaxing. I enjoyed the adventures of the second, trying to get to the back end of Oban, but that didn't work. I certainly enjoyed going up there yesterday. That was great fun on that one. And I enjoyed the company. So you know, I knew it was going to be a buffy. I said it was going to be a buffy one last time, so that's what it turned out. But the next one will be camping. We will be camping. Be no buffies unless I find a buffy by chance. But that's it. So I'll say goodbye now. Hope you enjoy the videos, and thanks for watching, everyone. And I appreciate your feedback. And if you get any messages or any questions or anything like that you want to ask, you know what I mean, just give me a line. I will try my hardest to get back to you. Sometimes we don't get notified on YouTube, so I have to keep checking. And I'm not one for, you know, kind of checking YouTube every day or anything like that. I try and get my freedom away from social media and all that. I put posts on Instagram, but I don't spend loads of quality time on Instagram. So as I say, thanks for watching, and don't forget, everyone, live the dream. Rebel, what are they supposed to do apart from you scrounging off the floor? Live the dream. Look at these two. Bye, everyone. Goodbye.